Pisces, how you getting on? So this is not a tarot reading, this is a warning sign. Oh no, you've got it through again. Okay, Pisces, so this is not a tarot reading, okay? This is channel messages only for the people that enjoy the channeled stuff, okay? There's no condition for it, there's no extra charge, right? We're just going to do some channeled stuff. So these are messages, let me make this clear, because it's kind of here, let me make this clear, let me make this perfectly clear, is what they're saying. Let me spell it out for you, okay? And I capitalize spell. Oh dear, right, okay, so these messages, they can be worldwide stuff. People have let me know that I've channeled some stuff that have been worldwide events that they've witnessed on the news. I don't even know if I'm some sort of crime serial, some sort of serial, well, it could literally, some serial, serial killer is what I heard, a serial killer. Oh dear, I don't know why. Okay, so obviously this is not you unless you're crazy, but I would say something to do with like cereal. Someone's a serial, okay, what on earth? Do I keep doing this? Yes, Stephen, keep doing it. Keep turning the camera off. Okay, strange messages. I just thought, out the blue, let's do Taurus, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces. Okay, and I just thought, out the blue, let's do it. And y'all seem to be merging into one, right? Now, let me break it down for you. A breakdown service, or someone's physically having a breakdown or a meltdown, but we're also picking up on the sign of Cancer. Okay. And it's either a breakdown service or someone's having an emotional breakdown, okay? Now, if this is you or your partner, I've got no idea, but I'm just going to give them out. But like I said, they are messages of energy around you, right? Which is everywhere, right? So I also picked up on one of these days, I'm going to cut you into billions of pieces. Someone could be self-harming, okay? Or in harm's way, or arms, like again, it's coming through on the last two readings I've done. Arms, firearms, a fire sign, but also firearms. Okay, sorry, but this is normally before I turn on the camera. This is normally how we break it all down. There is a breakdown here, like a breakdown service. Okay, a breakdown service, or providing a service for someone. But for some reason, you've got someone having an emotional breakdown, because I'm picking up a meltdown, breakdown. But I picked up melting, I am melting. Now that was a witch that was in the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe. Lion, something to do with a Leo. Okay, maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying it's them, just go with it, Pisces, because we're going with the flow. Now, let me spell it out for you. Okay, now I don't believe in it, and if you've watched them, because they would have probably come up already, which was Scorpio Taurus energy, I kind of did and dallied and whatnot, and thought, I can't, can I? And then all of a sudden, when I was writing your messages down, it was, let me break it down for you, break down, let me spell it out. And I was like, spell, oh dear. What am I watching on Netflix that just so happens to be ahead or behind time of me now doing it? Which is an old film that I used to love called The Covenant. It's a very old film. What is that to do with? Witches. Really? And then spirits today. Okay, you need to do these signs. Which one shall I pick? Okay, Taurus, Scorpio, Pisces. And what have you been watching, Steve? That. And it all fits together. Something to do with fitting it together. Putting the pieces together. Well, that's Akashic Records. But that's what I'm saying. If someone is having a breakdown, right, that's an awakening. The thing that I need to get clear, hopefully, to people is to stop overdoing obsessiveness if it's to do with anything to do with tarot readings and you're believing what you're seeing and hearing, right? Anything to do with witchcraft, you've physically got to see someone like sacrificing something and then chucking stuff to a fire or God knows what else it is. This is happening around a fire sign. They're saying Aries. And Aries, Leo equals Aries. Something to do with Leo and Aries, Leo and Aries, Leo and Aries, Leo and Aries. That's all they keep saying. Leo and Aries, Let me go, Aries. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me go round. A merry-go-round. Here we go around the prickly bush. Again, it's something to do with Leo and Aries. Specific signs. Sun signs. Leo, Aries. Let me go. Jailbreak. Break. Breaking Bad. The film. Breaking Bad. Drugs. Alcohol. Breaking Bad. X marks the spot. Capricorn. I rest my case. Steve. Okay, we're getting there, Pisces. A lot of you probably ain't going to like this. This isn't a cup and a fish and stuff like that. This is not a tarot reading. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is cold, hard truth facts of channel messages that come from nowhere. If they're relating to you, they do. If they're not, don't let them drive you crazy. Don't believe in the mythical. Believe in the physical, right? It's something to do with, like, it's physically there, but it's physically not there. It's unbelievable. There's something that's unbelievable. But Breaking Bad, and it's something to do with drugs, and it came through where it was in the Taurus reading, where I was explaining, if you watch, about going like an arms guard, or in the arms of mine, or arming. Arms as in, like, police force and shootings and stuff like this. Right, we're channeling just nowhere, right? But I picked it up as a computer game. You know those old computer games, and you go through and you have to walk up and someone's growing stuff, and you have to, like, take out and snipe all these people away from this person that's being guarded. This could be the Epstein thing again. I'm kind of like going over with a woman that's now I don't want to listen to the news anymore. It was quite a while ago since I've done that. But something. Oh, the Empress. Sorry, the Empress. Pisces. They're saying something to do with the Empress and Pisces. Okay, someone's being guarded and protected, right? Like in child services, protection services, and in the armed guards. Now, the armed guards are something to do with London, I think, arms guard, right? Which is the Queen Victoria. Okay, the Queen Victoria, the Queen Vic, EastEnders, London. Something to do with the Queen's. Oh, there goes the Andrew thing as well, man. This is all going to come out. I'm telling you, I told you it was. So we will hopefully relate this to some kind of like message that you might get on with. Because I don't think you're getting on with someone physically altogether. I think that you're really not getting on the same wavelength, right? But the arms guard is also something to do with swimming as well, because I keep picking up on the Empress. Well, the Empress swimming pool is something that they have where I am. It's just called the Empress swimming pool, right? And it's something to do with swimmers, an Empress swimming pool, or swimming and the swimming dating pool of something, right? Is that someone's on the dating scene, on the swimming pool, or it's to do with pregnancy and children and swimming, right? But Breaking Bad, someone's trying to break out of prison or out of jail, is what I'm picking up. Now, Breaking Bad is also to do with drugs, because that was the film thing, and it is something to do with this arms guard and the X that marks the spot, which is around Capricorn, and someone wanting to reach out to break it, like to break it, like I need to break you. It's like it's like someone's constantly trying to break someone down, like break them down. It's like I need to break you down and break you down and break you down and break you down. Or it is a physical breakdown, like mentally and emotionally, that someone could be having, or a physical actual breakdown in a car, or you do this as a living. But it's something to do with Cancerian and a breakdown, right? Now, I'm also hearing down, like Down syndrome maybe, like a Down syndrome, something to do with children, or down, like that would be Down Under, which would be Australia. Oh, wow, oh, here we go. Y'all casting spells. Yeah. Oh dear, you got it coming. Something to do with Down Under. 10 foot under. 10 foot. Scorpio energy. There you go. There's the representation of them. Scorpio. Something to do with living in a box. In a box. In a concrete box. Like concrete. Making something concrete. I don't, because I really feel like someone's got such a vendetta. I mean, please tell me, no vendetta, the old karmic person, please tell me you're not still going on about that Scorpio person, man. Damn. I mean, I don't know. But like living in a box. in a cardboard box. Someone could be homeless, Joe, on this thing, right? Box, cardboard box, or boxes of stuff. I'm picking up boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. But, so is someone moving, physically? We're kind of coming off to weird stuff now, but I picked up, let me spell it out for you, but like, spell it. Like a spelling bee, or something to do with spell bee. See, spelling. Spell. Something to do with a spell of something, or having a turn for the worst. But like, or a good spell. I don't know. It's either a good spell or a bad spell. But someone's definitely trying to do spells, right? I don't believe in it myself. I'm going against actually what I believe, which is telling people about it. But when I channel it, seems to be there, right? But there you go. So, Cancer and emotional breakdown. Something to do with like work's getting in the way. Well, I just had a chat with my boss actually, and actually met his partner. Happens to be a Pisces. Oh, wow! So, probably spent about half an hour, 3/4 an hour, personally counselling. Well, kind of my boss and his partner. Happens to be a Pisces. He's a Cancerian. Y'all watching? Breakdown service. But I was explaining about feminine and masculine energies of ego, and about you work too much. Well, that's men for you. You know, women, and it's kind of like, no, but I'm independent. Yeah, but men love to work, right? I don't know. It's something to do with trying to get through to you. I can't seem to get through to you. I can't seem to get through. Every time I try to call, it feels like I've been blocked. I can't seem to get through. You're definitely dealing with Scorpio energies for a lot of you. Okay? Whatever I seem to do, because whatever I seem to do, I seem to do it. Whatever I seem to do it wrong. It's like wrong, like noughts and crosses. Because I keep picking up on a cross, which is a lot to do with Capricorn. And it doesn't matter what I seem to do, I always seem to do it wrong. Right? This is a pile of whatever. What on earth is it that you're babbling out, Steve? Right, let me break it down for you. It's something like, well, let me break it down for you then. If you don't get it, then let me just break this down and tell it simply to you. These are for the people that are going through like a breakup, right? And it feels like, look, let me break this down to you word for word, right? Word for word. I'm also hearing a reference to a film, word for word, word for word. Let me break this down for you word for word. That was, who was that? Sigourney Weaver? What? Whoopi Goldberg, word for word. What was that in? When she said word for word. Word for word. Anyway, let me break these words down for you. It seems like there's a Wordsworth or something, or a, I don't know, some words. They keep saying some words. It's kind of like someone's going, oh, they're just words, man, they're just words. You know, word. See, witch keeps coming out. No, we don't want to talk about witches. Something to do with, like, words. Spirit, you're really not making this easy for me. It is. It's something to do with, look, this is really not easy for me and I really need to say something, right? But let me break it down and just try to spell it out to you. Now, whether this is a breakup and someone, like, really needs to go for a breakup and someone's having, like, a meltdown or, like, an emotional breakdown and someone's saying, look, let me just break this down for you. But for some of you, it's not. It's someone that's trying to put the words together. They're trying to pull up courage. Okay, courage would be Leo energy, because that's the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe is courage and strength, right? So we've got Leo energy. But let me break it down for you, because I'm having a breakdown, and let me try to put the words together, meaning someone is writing words. Someone is going over script. Okay, acting. Words. Okay, so we're going to start off with words. Someone is like trying to write a letter. So if you haven't got this, and this isn't you, and you're not writing a letter, I'm writing loads of words, right? So that's going to relate to me. So if you're not physically like writing a letter to someone, then someone's possibly thinking that they're writing a letter to you to express some sort of, let me break this down for you and let me try to figure out all these words of how I can say this to say it to you. Because for some of you, this is like someone's trying to say something and have courage in order to be able to admit something. Whether this is going to the legal department, I'm also hearing Lee and legal, seagull. Well, that's my bird of prey. Well, that's my spirit animal. Something to do with spirit animal. Okay, but if you're anything to do with the other signs, there's a spirit that's not happy with some people. With some, they're not. You know, I mean, you can go and watch the Taurus reading, but you're going to have to watch towards the end. I'm picking up Leanne and Lily and Leanne. Faith, also picking up Faith. Okay. Okay, break this down slightly. Someone's trying to write words and trying to think, how am I going to word all of this in order to be able to tell you, to break it down so it's meaningful. Now, for some of this, if you've not broke up with someone, someone's trying to break up via like a text message or something and think, well, how am I going to explain it instead of being able to actually say it to them via like speaking? I'm either going to have to, one, have to break up with them, or two, it's something around, if it's not breaking up, it's getting together or something. But it's like I need to write all of this stuff out and plan exactly, word for word, exactly what I'm going to say, word for word. That was in Ghost. I'm sure it was in Ghost. It was Whoopi Goldberg. And she said word for word, because that's what I can hear. Ghost. Word for word. Right. Now, some of you could be doing this as an actual living and a job, and it's to do with acting. And it's like, I need to go over this word for word. Some of this is like legal representation of like court stuff that may be going on. Right. I also picked up Antique Roadshow for some reason just now. Antique Roadshow? The Antique Roadshow. Or putting on a show or something. But that would be to do with the performance and arts of a show. Like I need to put something on for show. So, okay, someone's really thinking about like writing a letter or like, do you want to go out on a date or something? And I need to do it and then send it. But then I need to go through my wardrobe in order to figure out what to wear for this event thing. Because it feels like either going on a date or going to a show, or someone taking you to a show. Or someone's kind of like, okay, so in order to show myself, it's like someone's dolling themselves up pretty much. Putting on makeup, putting on like is it putting on a show for some reason? I don't know. Show and tell would be Libra energy. But like, let me put all of this stuff. I think someone's like, I'm channeling for someone that's not said it. They're just thinking it and doing it. Now, like I said, this can either be you or your partner. But like putting the words together, putting on like a performance, but like dolling up, like I need to dress to impress kind of thing. Like you know, cool, I've got to impress this one, and if I need to, I'm gonna have to like dress up and me. Listen, I'd sit here all day, mate. So clothes absolutely meaningless to me. They are. Listen, I wear them obviously. But like, yeah, I'm not branded and all that sort of stuff. Man, you can spend your money on a lot better stuff than buying something that's like, I'm going to buy a piece of article of clothing that's like £1,000, and then it's going to wear out after a couple of months. That ain't me all over. Me, I dress up when I have to go out. If I've got to go out and meet someone or something, that's more likely when I dress up. But normally, if I'm on camera, I'm like, bruv, just wear t-shirts. But that's me. But I don't see all the value in all that sort of rubbish. But some people would like it. Because I'm picking up like I'm going to have to like really dress up in order to impress this person, and you know, I've got to go and see them for the first time or something in a while, and so I'm going to have to, you know, present myself as something. Because I'm picking up like a presentation or a letter that's being drafted up by someone that you probably don't know of or may think that you know of, and they're drafting up a letter and they're going to send it. And then it's something to do with after that having to dress to impress, which means I'm going to have to dress up if I'm going out, right? Which would mean a date or a possible new person or old person, or I don't know. I'm picking up Leanne as well. Leanne, the name Leanne. What else have we got for you? I don't know where that "let me break it down for you" is coming from, because it said Empress, which is a Pisces, and it's a mother as well. The Empress would be a mother. And it would be a Pisces mum. So it's something to do with, let me just break this perfectly down, because the Empress would be flamboyant and, you know, well, you know the Empress here, right? But unwilling to budge with something. And what's there in budge? The name Budge. Someone called someone Budge. Oh, I know a Budge. Someone called Budge. Okay. Breakdown. Let me spell it out for you. X, Capricorn, marks the spot. Cancerian, emotional breakdown. Something to do with, I don't know, it's either them causing it, them having it, or something to do with an emotional breakdown. Okay. Someone's holding a lot in, a lot of information, and they're holding it a lot in. There's like an urgency that someone really wants, and it's like they're holding it all in, and it's like, oh, I'm ready to explode in a minute, and I just really need to, like, oh, I can't bear it anymore, kind of feeling. Like, I just can't bear this anymore. I've got to tell this person to either, one, and get out, or to, you could be dealing with the Pisces, I'm sure you had that. Tell her, shut up, and be quiet, and get her out. I'm sure you had that. But it feels like this, oh, I just can't tell this anymore. I've got to say it. It's like, I've just got to tell them. I can't, because some of you are breaking up, right, or have done, but then there's also someone that's kind of like, I've just got to tell them how much they mean to me or something, right? You've got both kind of energies, two or three different sorts. Like, you're doing my head in, get out. Like, oh, I can't hold this in anymore because my environment is like, I feel like a pressure top, and like I'm just like, oh, right, and I'm about to burst, and then it's someone that's like about to burst on the scene, and like, go, here's Johnny, and then they're like, oh, you're here then, and it's like, yeah, I told you I would be, and it's like, oh, you're just sprung up from the past, or you're just sprung up back, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm back, here's Johnny. Right, so it's kind of like that, a bit like crashing through the door. It's like, oh, so, I don't know. Someone's about to like burst onto the scene, kind of thing, you know. But I think that everything's going to come crashing down in some way, formal. I definitely pick that you, if I was to do a tarot reading, that you would definitely have the tower in the past a lot behind you and in front of you. Behind you and in front, it's like, they're behind you. It's like, oh, no, they're not. It's like, oh, yes, they are. It's behind. It's some sort of Punch and Judy show, right? Unless someone was on, what was that? It's a British TV show. Something and Judy. Something and Judy. I don't know what it was. Terry and June, or something and Judy. Judy or Jew. Or someone could be from Jerusalem or Jewish. But I'm definitely picking up Jew, though. Julian or Jewish. I don't know. Yeah. What else have I got? It's someone greedy. Someone's like, well, what else have I got? Oh, I've got something else, and someone is up their own arsehole. They are. Oh, I've got this person, and I've got. Oh man, that reminds me of somebody. But I've got this person, and I've got that person too, and I've got them, and I've got them on a hook, and I've got. Oh dear, man. Please tell me Pisces yarning like that, because I can't bear people like that. I really can't. I've got this person, and I've got them too, and I've got someone else, and oh man, why does your past karmic stuff replay in your head when probably Z person is more likely watching? Oh, I've got this person, I've got that one on a hook, and I've got this one too, and I've got that person and this person, and man, sorry, but I'm a guy, and I can't stand people like that. I really can't. How I tell people, I speak out my mouth, bruv. I can't stand people like that. I've got this person, and I've got them too. Chatters, I'm picking up chatters or chattering. I don't know why though, but I'm picking up that someone's a bit like a catfish. Catfish. Well, the other people, they had, what did they have? Praying mantis. Now for your lot, I'm picking up a catfish. A catfish. Cat, hi cat. No, there's nothing bad for you, sweetheart. A moderator. Cat, and the other cat as well. There's a few cats. There's a few cats on here. I'm picking up catfish though. What do catfishes do? Like, you'd stuff your hand in the water and you'd shove it in their mouth, don't you? To shut people up. I don't know. Do I talk a lot? Well, I know I do because I do this. But otherwise, I don't say anything. Me, apart from the camera, I shut up and don't say a thing. Bruv, honestly, outside of this camera, you might see me talking a lot. When this camera's off, all I deal with is clients. And everybody else, I just stay right out of the way. But I don't know why I'm picking up on a catfish. And that's normally when you go underwater and you go, and you shove it right in their mouth. And then you pull them out and you go like that, right? That's a catfish. So how on earth is that relating to anything unless you're actually going catfishing? Because I'm hearing something capsizing. Capsize, like sizing someone up. Now this is either like a shop where like sizing you up for a suit and tie, or sizing you up as in like, you've got prosperous, you're Crichton, Crichton. Yeah, that was Red Dwarf. Have you all ever watched Red Dwarf? Crichton? It was a robot, right? Crichton. Anyway, so what's this catfish got to do with it? Unless you're going catfishing. But like fishing for like a bait, like someone's like, oh, you're quite, someone's like intrigued, put it that way, very intrigued by someone, like captivating, catch. Y'all listen to Angel Radio, right? Well, the one that I've just done. A bit of an abolishment, really, because I forgot to warp some of the audio and actually align it with the beat. So I might have to do it again. If you watch it, if you listen to it, it says something about captivating and captivating at the beginning part of that song, right? I told you I channel messages through music as well. Listen to the song right at the beginning, I think, and it's halfway through as well, where it says captivating. Like alluring. Captivating and alluring, right? Because I'm definitely picking up on capture. Being captured. Ooh, okay, we're going to leave that one alone. Something to do with like being captured. Like someone's taking a snapshot of someone. It's like, got ya. Right, it's like they're talking to someone, and whilst you do it, they're kind of like got ya, capture. Like a capture snapshot. Like a snapshot of something. So whether this is someone like sending like, got ya, and it's like, oh, just send this to you. Or if it's like someone's on this, say, or something, and they're like, and they take a snap freeze shot of something and send it, is what I'm picking up. Like a snapshot. Like of themselves, though, probably, right? Like well, they're saying selfie, but they're saying self-ish, shellfish. The name Michelle, selfish or shellfish? Well, I keep hearing selfish. Selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish. Because something is coming through as like, oh, I've got this person and I've got that, or something, oh, look, going to hate me if this is you. But I don't know, it's like, well, I've got this person, I've got that person on the hook, and this person on the hook as well, and I've got this fish, and I've got that fish, and another fish, and another fish, and I mean, wow, man, how many pieces of Pisces are there out there? Because y'all lot have been coming through the actual readings of the 15th to the 31st that are all over on Patron and whatever. Pieces are you everywhere, Pisces. There are, unless someone's in an explosion, and I really hope not, because there are pieces of Pisces absolutely everywhere in readings at the moment, right? And that's what I'm saying, someone's in pieces. Now, hopefully, physically not, but we're talking about like in pieces, meaning like someone's having a breakdown or something. Or going to be having a breakdown, because it's a breakup and a breakdown. Someone's like finding it difficult to cope in certain manners, right? Because there seems to be pieces of someone everywhere, which means that you could be dealing with third party stuff, right? Because you're dealing with a bit of stuff, some of you, which means someone that's very captivating and alluring. But man, please don't be those sort of people that like to play with people. And like, I've got this person and that person, and I can pick them or him or her, or, and you know, for God's sake, pick a person. You know, I don't know. I mean, each to their own. But I'm definitely picking up that there's pieces of someone everywhere on something. Why on earth would I be picking up that there's pieces of people everywhere? There's pieces of them everywhere. I mean, is this a puzzle? And there's pieces of them everywhere? Like someone's trying to put a... Oh. Okay, someone had a capture of someone, a photograph, and they ripped it up, right? And then they're wishing, Aquarian energy, that they hadn't done it. And they're kind of... It's either like a letter itself or a picture itself, or it's both. But I can see now the messy. If you all have just disappeared and you thought, I don't like what Steve's saying, I ain't going to miss this bit, right? Is that someone is putting the pieces together of like a jigsaw. Now the only bit that I picked that up is like also the Akashic records, but is like they've torn up a letter of something, and also a photograph of something, and some are wishing that they hadn't done that. And they're trying to like put it all together like that, and then sellotape it all together. Now this is either a very important document that got shredded, or it was a picture that got shredded, or it's like important documents that's being shredded. Okay, that's being shredded, like legal documents or something to do with legalities. 13, well, what do you know, 3113. Did I say that? 3113 on the clock. Did I tell you? Well, I can't remember now, that I picked up on 1313 just before I'd done your reading. But I'm sure I turned it off and turned it back on. But, yeah, that was when I was channeling the witch stuff and whatnot. And it basically just tells you that you have a strong connection with your angelic realm and assistant masters, assisting you with staying positive, light and optimistic about your life. Angel number 1313 includes that you are surrounded by loving, positive energies. So that's what I picked up personally. But sometimes I get those when I'm channeling beforehand. And that was normally around this wish and this spell and the thing. Because you're going to have to watch those other readings if you're dealing with those placements anywhere. Because someone's not happy. Someone's knocking at your door. Someone's ringing your bell. Do me a favour and open the door, let me in. Someone's going to be ringing at your door. Well, hopefully you've not got anything to do with Taurus. Because the police are raiding them. Honestly, I'm sorry. But, man, I picked up on a helicopter going over someone's roof and over someone's crop. Okay? And actually, physically, just about to knock on someone's door. Okay? So I'm picking up... Oh, I'm also picking up knocking on heaven's door. Why would I pick up that? Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door. Knocking on heaven's door, unless you're just listening to it. I'm not really picking up on anything bad unless y'all have been doing something bad. It's, you know, I don't know. Well, you did get Breaking Bad as a message around drugs and alcohol, and some of the other signs, Scorpio, Taurus, they had some definite strange menaces. Menace to Society, again, same film. Well, same kind. Menace to Society. You ever seen that? Menace to Society. Brilliant film. It was. It was people that were doing drugs. And he'd done an armed robbery in a shop. Shot someone in a shop. Shopkeeper. Timekeeper. Shopkeeper. Shot the keeper. Shot the sheriff. What was shoot sheriff? Police. See again. Police. Sheriff. Shooting. So you might witness like a sheriff or a police getting shot or doing a shooting somewhere, and it might have to be to do with it a shop. If you own a shop or something like that, there might be a raid. That could well be it. The raid. Raiders. Raiders of the Lost Ark. Artifacts, something to do with raiding. A raid. That's a raid. That is where someone goes and they kick the shop in and take everything. Mark my words, would be involving a Capricorn. Hopefully y'all don't own a shop. If you do, make sure you lock it up with like protecting, what do you call it, and you put a padlock on it at night. Be careful if you're working there and you're Pisces and you work in a shop, because they're saying that there's possibilities around someone being raided. Okay, being raided. If you're doing drugs or anything that you shouldn't be careful, because it feels like that someone could get raided. Okay, raided. Invaded as well. And David, I'm picking up David. Livid. Someone's livid. Someone is livid with David. Someone is livid. Live and let die. Livid. Livy, 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 livy. It's like, no, I want to live. Why on earth am I hearing that? No, I want to live. I don't know. I think a lot of those raids and stuff like that is possible. Obviously, a lot of things that you might witness on the news or you might be involved in somehow. But trust me, Donna. Hi, Donna. I can't remember what sign you are, but she's been informing me a lot of things that I've been channeling recently through different star signs, putting the pieces together for me, and telling me that I've been hitting the nail on the head, and it was a lot to do with children that are in the... Oh, it wasn't in Australia. It was in Australia. If a lot of you think I'm crazy and you haven't seen the tier 2 stuff, then there was a lot of things I think that mentioned through... well, Donna was telling me that it was to do with... apparently in Australia there was children that were kidnapped, and it was to do with... I can't really mention all those sort of words on here, but if you've seen it on the news or stuff, I haven't here. But apparently something in Australia about children being abused and things, and it was found. They were found or something, found in a box. That was to do with just a message I was sort of channeling, to do with like finding someone underground or something. That was why I was channeling in a box, living in a box. It also came through in this reading. People in a box. Okay, very strange messages. I know that was quite long. Where's your love life and all of this? I don't know, but I do know. There's breakups inbound, or people have broke up. There are breakdowns. There are breakdown services. There are emotional triggers and breakdowns that people are having. Okay, emotionally, I think. I think that our messages for your love lives, unless you're happy, but if you're really happy, you probably won't be watching this. Right? So if you are just out of being intrigued, and that you're fine, then really just kind of look out for those channel messages around the world and see. I don't know if I'm turning into some sort of crime fighter or what. I don't know, Pisces, but you know, you have to go with what's said. So I thought we'd have a bit of fun. Like I said at the beginning, this is not a tarot reading. If you are interested in those, they do come out on this channel. But they are from the 1st, the 15th to the 31st. They are actually over on tier 2 if you want to watch them. You can probably watch some of the beginnings of some of them on here. But the 15th to the 31st, they're only over on tier 2. You can reach out for a personal reading via Skype or tarot reading if you wish. The email is below. Please make sure you watch Lucy. Watch Angel Radio. See if you pick up any messages and stuff like that. Okay. Alright guys, thanks very much. That's your weird channel messages, and see you soon.